Gracias, Craig.
Oh, mixing it up with a bit of foreign languagery.
Why not?
Well, got to do something different every now and then.
Mix it up.
Yeah. How are we today?
Yeah, plugging away.
Yeah, good.
Same old thing, working, doing things.
Ugh, I hate working and doing things.
Yeah.
Why can't I just
That old
not
chestnut.
work and do nothing?
Right?
That'd be great.
This whole, having to live under capitalism thing.
Yeah.
Bogus.
Not much fun. But the Emmys were today.
They were. I only saw little bits and drabs on my phone. I didn't get to sit down and watch them.
No, I didn't watch them either. But yes, I heard it was an interesting ceremony, if that's the word.
I didn't know who the person they had hosting it was. They were unfamiliar to me.
Who was the Emmys host? Nat Bargatze. I don't know who that... Nate Bargatze. I don't know who that is.
Sorry to this man.
The Studio, The Pit, and Adolescence won big. Who is Nate Bargatze? Let's find out. American stand-up comedian and actor. Has been called a clean comedian and has been noted for his deadpan monotone delivery. Highest grossing stand-up comic in 2024 with over 1 million tickets sold across all of his shows.
Tim Sims? Dunno him.
Yeah, I don't see... it looks like just stand-up comedy. I'm not seeing anything in his filmography or television credits that's notable other than appearances on late night, basically. So I think he's just a stand-up comic.
There you go.
There you go. Seth Rogen did well at the Emmys.
Yeah, good on him.
Which, yeah, I'm glad to see him doing some good stuff.
Yeah.
What else won? I'm just scrolling through. Of course, they gave for Variety Talk series to Colbert.
Oh yeah.
There's no way they were not going to.
Hacks won both Big Star Awards.
Best scripted variety series was John Oliver. Hell yeah, bro. Over Saturday Night Live. Yeah, Hacks, Somebody Somewhere, Adolescence, The Pit, Severance, The Studio.
I've not been caught up with a lot of new TV shows, and aside from Hacks, I've not watched a single minute of any of the other shows that won.
I did watch Andor, which won Best Writing for a Drama Series. And I'm seeing some of the nominees that I've seen, like What We Do in the Shadows, Black Mirror, The Last of Us. Yeah. Abbott Elementary has been in my recommended for forever.
I have watched that. That's good.
I'll have to check it out. But yes. The good old Emmys.
What was I going to say? Didn't they have a whole bunch of the race queens on the red carpet and Corey King dressed as Michael Jackson?
I think they did, yes. I didn't get to see it because I
Yeah.
was at work, but
And Joella dressed as a Labubu.
what are Labubus?
Do not ask me. I am too old and too uncool to know any of this shit.
I
It is
don't
beyond me. To me, I put it up there with pop vinyls and Beanie Babies. Like, it's just a fad that I have no desire to really take any part of. They'll have their minute, they'll disappear, and people who have shelled out fortunes for their collections, and then they won't be worth anything.
Yeah, I've never been a artificial scarcity collector.
Yeah.
I collect things that
It's
mean
just
things
like,
to me.
do you know of anyone that owns a Beanie Baby that's worth a shit ton of money anymore? No.
No. I know a friend who has a Pokemon card that's fairly valuable.
Because Pokemon has more life to it, as it's not like the flash in the pan that these other things are.
Yeah, I
It's
suppose that's right. I
it's
mean, there's
a franchise that constantly reinvents itself. It stays relevant.
yeah,
And, sorry to Labubu, but I just don't think I don't think she has the range.
yeah. Sorry, Labubu. Although I've heard
You
it's been
don't have the
around.
range.
I've heard it's been around for a lot longer. In like I
I'm
think it's
sure they have.
China or Hong Kong or wherever it might be. I don't know where Labubus come from. Labubu. Let's look at Wikipedia. Hong Kong. A line of collectible plush toys created by Hong Kong illustrator Ka-Sing Lung.
But also, like, they're so prevalent now that you've got fake Labubus called Lafufus.
Oh my god, of course you do. There's always a leech on the belly.
Yeah.
But what makes I suppose just like brand authenticity. I was gonna say what makes the Lafufus fake.
What makes a fake Louis Vuitton fake?
Yeah. Yeah,
It
I guess
wasn't
so.
made by.
It's just brand authenticity.
Yeah.
Which to me is another form of artificial scarcity.
Artificial scarcity. Yeah, totally. Capitalism.
Ah, isn't it great to live in a capitalist society?
And by that I mean internally screaming.
I can't afford to live.
I've only just managed to pay off my credit card after Japan, so. And now I'm poor because I put it all on the credit card.
Yeah, I'm in a similar boat, booking flights and stuff for China, and that's where all my money's going.
Yeah. It's funny, we do this hobby of ours, and we create all this content, but it's not cheap to do.
No, it really isn't. It's why couldn't I have been into knitting?
Yeah, right? Where I come out the other end with,
I get blankets and scarves and sweaters.
Totally. And now I get videos that a handful of people watch, and I appreciate them for watching. But it is a handful of people.
Yeah, and it costs me
Thousands in travel.
hundreds and thousands of dollars. All to go to a park and film a vlog that might be watched by a small crowd of people.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
And, I first world problems, of all the things to complain about, but it's just like, and, we do it for the creative outlet, and we do it for sort of fun and sharing it with people, but there are times where you're like, why am I doing this?
time to live in that you could do something like this for a creative outlet, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm grateful for it.
Very glad to be living in 2025.
Well,
Yeah, well, maybe not this week, but
well,
it's
let's not get crazy.
yeah, maybe not this specific year.
Oh, let's face it, this whole decade's been a bit of a
Bit of a
mess.
write-off, yeah. Bring
Yeah.
on the 2030s. Although
I'll be well and
historically,
truly into my daddy years.
the 30s don't really go too well.
Oof, oof, oof. Yeah.
They weren't the best decade last time around, so fingers crossed.
No. Knock on wood.
Yes. I'm just scrolling through news sites at the moment for things that we could discuss on our wonderful podcast that aren't the elephants in the room.
100%.
Because a lot happened this week, and I
And
don't want to
everything
talk
on
about any of
news
it.
is depressing.
Yeah,
No, neither do I.
bloody insane week.
I am, yeah. Not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Well, here's a headline: 5 things you can do to spring clean indoor plants.
Spring clean indoor plants.
Yeah,
Is it
to
like getting
clean-
rid of too many plants that's cluttering, or to clean the leaves, or?
I'm looking at the article now. Okay, number 1, inspect, top up soil, and trim. That seems like 3 things.
I
Number
wouldn't
2,
call that
dust.
spring cleaning. It's just plant maintenance.
Number 2, dust your leaves.
Yeah.
Number 3, repot the
That's a thing.
plants. Number 4, stake plants. And number 5, assess your plant's positioning with spring conditions in mind.
I am sorry, but this is not spring cleaning. This is gardening. There's already a perfectly good word for it. It is gardening, my friends. This is not spring cleaning your plants. This is not Marie Kondoing your plants. It is gardening.
Does it bring me joy?
It's like people they always feel like they need to come up with a new buzzword for things.
Yeah, they do.
Like, quiet quitting and stuff like that.
Quiet quitting is very I think that's just a thing that we didn't have a word for, though.
But there was another thing that I saw and it was like trying to do that kind of buzzword, create that buzzword for something. But it was someone was saying, there should be like a phrase for like, when you save up money and you take like a mini retirement away from work, and you're not really retired, but you're just you take a few weeks off so that you can regather yourself. I'm like, are you just talking about a fucking holiday?
Quiet quitting is when you stop.
Has hustle culture gotten that hardcore that people have forgotten what the word holiday was?
I thought quiet quitting is just when you stop putting effort in.
Oh no! I know what quiet quitting is. I'm talking
okay.
about a different thing that people were trying to come up with.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking through the
Quiet quitting
Emmys
is
red carpet.
different.
Honestly, people didn't really go all out on the Emmys red carpet this time.
It might be because just with all the shit going on in the world, it might be a year that people are just erring on the side of being less extravagant.
So Lisa went with something kind of extravagant. Jenna Ortega did something kind of...
Jenna Ortega's serving death becomes her realness.
She looks like she emptied out just A jewelry box.
It's full on. It's Isabella Rossellini in Death Becomes Her.
Yeah.
If you don't know the reference I'm making, please look it up.
All of the rest of these are like really stock standard. I mean, as far as red carpet.
Selena Gomez, that's a pretty red dress.
Yeah, but it's nothing like.
No, it's nothing life-changing. Lisa's is very pretty. I do like it.
Yes. Just still scrolling through. Oh,
Hunter Schafer's is a nice red dress, but it's nothing life-changing.
Shannon Murphy it's nice. It's
Scarlett Johansson, you were there.
Scarlett Johansson was there? No way. At an awards night?
But it's just like that dress is such a non-event. It's like, okay, you were there.
You made an appearance.
Yeah. Anna Sawai's dress is nice. It's funny when like dudes do red carpet and like the most daring thing people do is just a different color suit.
Oh yeah. Eden suit.
Like it's men's fashion on red carpets is often so boring. It's only like people who like Coleman Domingo who comes out with something a little bit more daring that it's enjoyable. Well, speaking of the devil, yeah, he's playing with waistline proportions. Bit of embellishment. Not my favorite, but
Rogan wore a brown suit. It's really the children's storybook teaching you colors of fashion. And Seth Rogen wore a brown suit, and Taika Waititi wore a white suit. What color suit did Adam Brody wear? Blue, that's right.
A blue suit. Yeah. Well, Sydney Sweeney had the girls out. Not surprising.
Of course she did.
Yeah.
She's got to appeal to that whole crowd.
Yep. Not touching it.
Yeah. Otherwise, just in the
Jenny
photos
Slate's dress is interesting.
Who's sorry?
Jenny Slate.
I don't know if I've got a photo on.
I'm not huge on the hair, but the dress is interesting.
I need to get a photo. I haven't got a photo on this page.
But so many dudes are just boring black tuxes. At least Christopher Maloney did something different. It's like
yeah.
I can't tell if that's a print or. What's Christopher Maloney's suit made out of? I don't know, but if I was going to the effort of having a designer make something for me, I'd want it to be something that didn't look like it came off a rack.
A suit that that looks like bear fur.
Oh gosh, what are these slacks that Adam Scott is wearing?
Up now.
They're way up past his belly button. He looks like an old man in. What is going on?
Oh my god! Why is his tie tucked into it?
It is.
Why did he tuck his tie in?
Oh, Natasha Rothwell looks gorgeous.
Kids, don't tuck your tie in. That's not how you do it.
No.
I don't know if he's intentionally being a dork, but
yeah, it's a choice. Lisa Ann Walter serving Beetlejuice realness.
Oh, I like Bowen Yang's jacket.
We haven't gotten to Bowen Yang yet.
Oh wait, no.
Well, he's not wearing a jacket in the shot that I've seen.
I'm in the wrong year.
It's like a.
I'm in the wrong
Oh,
year.
okay. He's wearing like a sleeveless white top with a high-waisted black pant.
Yeah, okay. Didn't love it as much as
No,
what has apparently
not changing
been
my life.
some of his previous Emmys outfits, because Google has become a useless tool.
Tremel Tillman looks incredible. Like, I know it's just white, but just I love the double-breasted cut. I love the giant lapel. I love the embellished brooch.
We could keep going on and on about this for the rest of the podcast.
Oh, absolutely. I'm leaning into my stereotypeness. Jason Segel, Yeah, it's oh, hello, who are you? Charlotte LeBon. That is a dress.
Live reactions to various people's outfits.
This is what you tune in for on Total Bear Loney.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, we're getting further down the list, and then it's a lot of choices between, oh, that's a choice, and oh, okay, you're making a statement, I get it, but doesn't make the outfit less hideous.
Mm.
Okay, we should probably change the subject.
Yeah, maybe we should. Let's talk theme parks. I hear that you're into those.
Oh, on the odd occasion.
Yeah, every now and then.
Yeah.
Saw some interesting things about White Water World, which is reopening or has reopened as of this past weekend.
Do share.
So apparently, Triple Vortex is looking like it's going to be open this year, which hasn't been the case for a long time, as well as the speed slides on Fully 6. But apparently the green is closed still.
I'm gonna make a confession.
Yep.
I've never set foot in Whitewater World. I don't know any of the names of the slides.
Okay, so Triple Vortex is one of the newest slides with just like a series of smaller funnels. Fully 6 is like their body slide, their new body slide complex, and the green room's the Tornado.
Right.
But yeah, the green room is apparently remaining closed because they need essential upgrades on the main water pumps.
Okay. Yeah, water parks have never been like my highest priority as far as theme parks and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we all know how my last trip to a water park went.
Tell us more about that particular visit. What actually happened? Because I don't...
Oh, it was just me going down one of the mat slides and, going down a bank turn, sort of went too far in one corner.
Was it one of the old ones at like Skull Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So it's all set into concrete. There's no flex to the walls of it,
Yeah.
So I went up one side of the bank turn, up the other, and then smack back into the other side. Heard the crack when it happened.
That's not nice.
No, it's, shit happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. After a few weeks, I was, back in action. Few weeks, few months. But yeah, it made a pretty quiet Christmas last year.
I bet it would have. Rough times. I've never been
Yes.
properly hurt at a theme park, I don't think. I know friends who have.
Mm.
Um
And like it's fully just a shit happens kind of thing. Like people often made jokes. It was like, oh, you should, you should get lawyers involved. I'm like, girl,
yeah, no.
shit happens,
Unless there was some like real negligence going on.
And there wasn't. It was just unfortunate accident. That's just the way things happen.
Yeah.
There was it was nobody's fault.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just put some water on that fire.
Yeah. It's everyone's so litigious.
Mm.
Which is sad. Get a life.
Totes. Sorry, I'm stuck on the fashions.
I can tell. There's like I can tell that your attention is on something that is capturing
Me?
you.
Attention span being affected? No.
maybe we're
almost
all
like
TikTok.
having
maybe we're
it's
all
almost
TikTok
like having
kids.
neurodevelopmental disorder that affects that.
Yeah, no way. I shouldn't have brought it up. But
yeah, so that's what's going on with Whitewater World.
Yeah, it's looking. It's not in great shape. I'm going to be real with you.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like it's
not something that I hear people rave about. Like I don't think I've ever heard someone say, "Oh, I went to Whitewater World and it was awesome."
Yeah, I do remember a time where I actually seriously debated whether I preferred it or Wet and Wild. But it's been a long time
Wet and
since
Wild
I've
is
bothered.
much bigger.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've bothered though with Whitewater World. I did used to be of the opinion that it was pretty close because Whitewater World slides were better.
Yeah.
But yeah, now that's no longer the case, and just the upkeep's not that great. I really don't think Dreamworld is that interested in it. Like, they don't really care.
Like I see why they've got it, because they need to diversify their offerings, and they're competing with the 3-park super pass kind of thing.
Yeah,
the Village Roadshow 1 pass, where it's 3 different offerings. So I get why they're trying to diversify.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and it's look, when you're at the Gold Coast as well, like it's a hot place. In summer it's
and it's only going to get hotter, so they need some kind of offering where they can cool down patrons.
Exactly.
King Claw started testing this week.
It did too. I saw that clip from TikTok.
From the Tikistocus?
Yes. Interesting to see. I don't know if it ever reached full swing or if they're just in the very early kind of make sure the thing moves.
I don't think it did. I think it was just
But yeah, it'll be great to see it when it's at full swing.
Absolutely.
Because that thing's huge.
It was nice to see the lights on the eyes lit up at night.
Yes.
Even though I don't think they're quite in their final colour.
No.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going with for the final colour, honestly. Because I've seen it.
I think it'll be one of those things like it is with the giant drop letters. They'll just change it to whatever event is on, or
yeah. I mean,
as
yeah.
as is when they have RGB LEDs, it sort of seems to be the thing to do.
This is, just having one color, yeah. I did think the purple and orange was an interesting choice for their very first.
Yeah, I didn't know why they were two different colors.
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe they're testing it. I don't know. Testing
Maybe.
capability. I don't know. You'd think that, yeah. I hope that's not always going to be the case.
Fingers crossed.
Mm.
It's interesting to see they've put the paving down around the border of it, and I can't tell if it's just regular blacktop or if it's got some kind of texture to it.
It looked to me like there was some texture, but I didn't really get a proper look. I will have to go up there at some point. I need to make a couple more visits just to make sure I'm making the most of my annual pass.
Oh, mine's expired by now. I think I got two trips in and before it expired.
That pays for itself then. I'm pretty sure that you only need to go twice for it to pay itself off.
Yeah, it's like the Luna Park ones.
Mm.
But yeah, it's just expensive when you got to pay up front for the following year.
Yeah. So thoughts on when King Claw's going to open?
I reckon they'll still probably wait until the December holidays, but it'll be the start of the December holidays, I think.
I feel like it's
I don't
getting
think they'll
close.
be waiting. They haven't done any of the theming around the ride.
I mean, that's true, but that usually is like, that doesn't take forever. Like that's
I would be
one of the.
pleasantly surprised if they open for the October holidays, but I just don't see it coming along that quickly. Because Dreamworld are all very, very will open when it's ready.
Yeah.
We're not, rushing to do anything.
I just think it's like it's early to mid-September and we've got testing. I don't.
And the testing was pretty quick when Jungle Rush opened after the testing started.
Yeah. And I mean, this is a flat ride, so there's a lot less variables and stuff to do with the testing because it's a set cycle.
And they don't have to do a pull through or anything.
Yeah, exactly. So, I could see it happening because I definitely think it's more feasible that it'll be ready in a month than it's still 3 months away.
Do you think that, and this is also changing tack, do you think that's why Movie World announced their Scooby-Doo reopening date? Because they could see how quick King Claw was coming along?
Maybe. Like they're doing a little bit of I think they've learned from previous experiences that they need to be better in terms of transparency. So I think that's more of just I feel like there's a little bit of disappointment that it's not ready for Fright Nights.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like a little bit of a, not damage control, but like well, if we can't have it ready, we'll at least be like really upfront about when it's going to be ready.
And they also probably want to take advantage of getting people to start making their family holiday bookings. And
yeah, true.
I think they screwed the pooch with Wizard of Oz last time, where they just announced it was opening a day before it opened and didn't give people a chance to book their family holidays.
I'll never understand that. The day before, like
So
that was
yeah,
bizarre. It's not a decision that makes any sense. Because then there's even locals who won't be able to do anything there because they're committed to like work or something like that.
totally. Yeah, I think it was just purely reactive at the time.
Yeah. No, that was a bizarre time, bizarre decision.
But yeah, I think they've learned from that mistake and they're getting ahead of schedule and well, not getting ahead of schedule, but like they're seeing where it fits in the schedule and doing pre-planning with their marketing.
Yeah.
And being that Scooby is such a family favorite and, you know, a treasured family attraction, they want to market it to families.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we do have confirmation of December though.
Absolutely.
Because it was starting to get to the point, like we didn't know anything at all like just a couple of weeks ago, really. And it was starting to get to the point that I was like, you said 2025, we're now approaching the last quarter of 2025. When are we gonna like hear anything about this? So I'm glad that it is seemingly on schedule.
Yeah. They seem a lot more together with their marketing this time.
Yeah, they definitely do. And I hope that's a good omen of how together the finished product is too.
Fingers crossed. They've
Yes.
certainly had plenty of time to get it right.
Yeah, absolutely. I do wonder how much of that time was actually spent on the project and how much of it was that they couldn't afford to be
Lead
spending
time.
money on Scooby and Wizard of Oz at the same time.
Yeah, I think you bang on there.
Because, like, I think that's a big contributing factor as to why nothing's being done with Doomsday at the moment.
Yeah, they've got to pace out their investments.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of their rides seem to be shitting the bed at the same time.
Yeah, it's whew, okay. Yeah, it's just this unfortunate situation where the expiry dates are all, you know,
Kind of
aligning.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's not an expiry date with Superman, but I really feel like the way that this has happened repeatedly in the space of a couple of years, it's like they're only going to tolerate that a certain number of times.
I reckon that's why they're putting off this Q rebuild.
Yeah, true. I find it interesting that they announced
Because they made a
that.
big fuss about it, and
Yeah, that's a really interesting one because they announced that and then it never happened. And they claimed there was somebody in a comment section that asked when it was going to happen, and they said it was because they were focusing investment on Scooby, and that they were focusing their attention on getting Scooby ready to go. But like, I don't know. I feel like they announced that after Scooby was already closed, so clearly something else happened there.
yeah, I think it's a lot of look over there.
Yeah. And if it is because, you know, the ride broke and they had needed to spend a whole bunch of money on getting it fixed, then I totally understand. That's not their fault.
No,
But if
but
that
it's
is the
this whole
case,
cloak and dagger, like keeping it secret squirrel kind of thing. That's just like, come on, dude, guys, you know.
but if that is the case, I do worry about how long they're going to continue to put up with that. Like,
They've put so much, and we've spoken about this before. They've put so much investment into that area and building Wizard of Oz and Flash Speed Force around Superman. It would seem so weird to just throw in the towel right now about it.
yeah. it's a bizarre look, yeah, but if they spent a whole bunch of money on it last time, then, you know, and the same thing happens again, or something that's going to cost an equally large amount of money happens, you know, then it gets to the point where you go, are we going to spend another $750,000 and then it's going to shit the bed this time next year?
I think they're trying to delay it as long as possible until they can get all of their other upcoming infrastructure in. So whether that's Stars Bar, whether that's the new stunt show, whether that's whatever is going to replace Doomsday, they want to do that first.
Yeah.
But all of those things are investments that will need return on investment before they can even think about paying for a Superman replacement.
Yeah.
And that's at least a couple of years. So I reckon they will probably replace it a couple of years before the Olympics.
Yeah. If it lasts that long, yeah.
And I think they're going to be keeping it on life support until then. So I think this whole locker situation, I think that's going to be quietly swept under the rug and was mentioned, and now it's never going to be mentioned again.
And yeah, won't ever happen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I worry about keeping intimate accelerators on life support. I mainly fear the accelerator Knott's Berry Farm situation, where, well, actually both of the accelerator Knott's Berry Farm situations, where first of all they had a cable snap and severely injured a young man in the front row, and then when Knott's Berry Farm were going to great lengths to try to keep accelerator functioning, it ended up being SBNO for years at a time. Simply because, like, the days that it was good to go and good to operate were so infrequent. Like, it just wouldn't work. The machinery is very, very, very high, like, impact and high torque. It's very, like, it kind of rips itself to pieces, and it's so much strain on all the moving parts. So,
speaking of Knott's Berry Farm, when is Montezuma due to reopen?
That's another great mystery of the world. I don't even know that it's still called Montezuma's Revenge anymore.
It's called Montezuma the Forbidden Fortress.
And they've called it Montezuma. I don't like that because
it always was, but they've just capitalized the Zoom.
I like the fact that it was named after poo.
Yeah, it was the explosive diarrhea roller coaster.
Yeah.
But it always was Montezuma with a zoom.
Oh, was it? Oh,
but it's just they've capitalized the Zoom now.
Oh yeah. No, that's what I was referring to, was the capitalized Zoom. I'm just reading through the Wikipedia. It is planned to reopen in 2025. It was originally planned for the coaster to reopen with the overall revamping of the Mexican-themed Fiesta Village area, but Montezuma's reopening was delayed due to construction. The loop was reinstalled back in June.
After those contractors balls it up and destroy the foundations for the loop.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, no other news than that. Montezuma's Revenge reopen. Google suggestions No confirmed reopening date, likely delayed beyond 2025. Speculation on r/roller coasters seems to suggest that it may never reopen, but
No, they've done all this work on the retheming of it. It'll reopen.
Oh,
It'll just be
it apparently. I'm seeing. I can't verify this, but I'm seeing that perhaps it may have a different launch mechanism when it reopens.
well, it's currently a flywheel launch, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Roller Coaster Enthusiast Club on Facebook has been delayed, will not be reopening in 2025. Reopening is now expected to be sometime in the future, possibly in 2026 or later.
Oh my gosh, how much work needs to be done on it?
Whatever those contractors did,
Yeah,
allegedly.
really shit the bed there.
Yeah. Like,
And it's a lot of work for essentially just a shuttle loop coaster.
yeah. That's another one where at what point do you just cut your losses?
Yeah. I was surprised we got to ride the one at Nagashima.
I've heard it doesn't operate particularly frequently.
Yeah, I'd heard that too. So when it was open, we were like, "Ooh, let's get on that."
Absolutely. So as you should. Well, that's not. I'd kind of forgotten about that situation for a little while. That's not good.
Yeah. Because I think they're sort of sprucing up the whole Fiesta Village around it, I think.
Yeah, well, from what I can gather from these Reddit comments and posts, that that retheming and that sprucing up is all pretty much done.
Right.
And that Montezuma was supposed to reopen alongside this refurbished area, but it's now been
Right,
delayed.
okay. But then because of the contractor issue.
Yeah. So, yeah, not good.
We got any other coasters that are still under construction that are in the works?
Let's have a look on the good old RCDB new for 2025 page and sort by status. What's under construction right now? That one I'm pretty sure is never happening. Oh, we've got Mattel Adventure Park.
Oh, that's the one with the Hot Wheels.
Yeah, that's got to be getting close. Seen some because they unveiled the trains for that at IAPA. Oh yeah, and I've got photos here, and the track looks pretty much all but done. Oh, they're putting they've put like proper Hot Wheels track along one of the loops and one of the corkscrews.
Okay.
Like underneath the track so that it looks like you're on a Hot Wheels.
I'm trying to find a legit photo that's not a render.
RCDB has some photos. Oh, but these were taken July 2024. Oh wait, no, American Dating System, December 2024. So wait, that's where it was at December. Are there any more recent photos? Those are renders. That's February 2024.
Yeah, they're all renders that I can find.
No, so there's some construction photos from December is the most recent. And it looks like most of the track was completed for both rides at that point.
Okay.
But I don't know where they're at with the rest of the park or what's going on
They
there.
obviously missed the boat with the Barbie movie, but they might be able to coincide it with the Masters of the Universe movie that's, I think, in post-production now.
I actually can't imagine that it would be opening this year because the States will be going
No, it won't be this year.
into winter. So they'll wait.
We would have heard something about it by now.
Yeah, exactly. Other than that,
Yeah, Masters of the Universe is scheduled to open next year.
okay, so that's probably a
And
good
I'm
way to
assuming
go
they'll
then.
want it to coincide with that because that's one of their big properties.
Possibly. I don't like the conclusion that they've come to that the Barbie movie's success means that people want a Mattel universe.
I hear what you're saying, but I also feel that Masters of the Universe was always a big deal.
Not to criticize Masters of the
Back in the
Universe
day.
specifically. I just think I fear for them. I fear they've come to the wrong conclusion.
Right.
I feel like Barbie's success was largely on Greta Gerwig's direction and the message of
And
the
the
movie.
script, and yeah, totally. It was a multi-million-dollar marketing campaign and world tour.
Yeah.
It was a very, very well executed marketing campaign. On top of a good movie. But yeah, I think you're right that executives just saw dollar signs when they saw toys and franchises.
Well, yeah, now, because I don't know if it is a universe or just a series of movies that they want to do, but I think
I think they've acknowledged that the Barbie movie was a one-off.
Good. As it
Because
should
I don't
be.
think any of the actors want anything to have any desire to redo it. Because where would you go from there?
Mattel Films, what have they got confirmed? Release date. Okay. So since rebranding as Mattel Films, they've confirmed Masters of the Universe for June next year. Oh my god. Oh my god. They have confirmed a lot. So they've got live action films of Matchbox, Thomas and Friends, Barney, American Girl, Christmas Balloon, Hot Wheels, Magic 8 Ball, Major Matt Mason, Monster High, Polly Pocket, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, Uno, Viewmaster, and Wishbone, and an animated film of Bob the Builder, set to star Anthony Ramos.
Okay.
And also, Tom Hanks is apparently going to be in Major Matt Mason, and Vin Diesel is going to be in Rock'em Sock'em Robots. And John Cena is going to be in Matchbox.
As in the cars?
Yeah, Matchbox cars, yeah. Can we talk about the Magic 8 Ball movie? What is that going to be?
Are we talking some kind of drug reference here? Or are we talking literally the 8 ball that answers questions?
Literally the Magic 8 Ball that you shake up and it answers your questions. That's a Mattel product, and they are making a movie out of it. Also, Viewmaster. Viewmaster is those glasses that you have the transparent pieces of film, and you click a button and it changes the picture that you're looking at. How is that going to make a movie?
But also, if you're saying that Thomas the Tank Engine is a live action movie, what cosmic horror is that? It's like Thomas the Tank Engine. It's like this meme. It's like Thomas looks in the mirror. Is he a train with a human face, is he a human with a train body? He screams, but he does not know.
Uno the movie. What is Uno the movie? And will it involve torturing children by forcing them to draw 4 cards repeatedly?
Oh no.
Like this concerns me that they made Barbie and it was a global success. And so they're like, right, let's form our very own film studio and make films of literally every toy ever. Even the ones that don't have any actual storytelling capability.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really feel like this is not. I'm concerned. But also initially I would dismiss this as they got eyes too big for their stomachs, and at the moment one of them flops, they'll back down. Almost all of them
Oh,
have
totally.
other studios attached as production partners and distributors. So, like for example, the Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie is being done by Universal and One Race Films, and like Apple TV
I
and
can see them constructing a plot behind Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Uno, I cannot see happening. Magic 8 Ball, I cannot see happening.
So Uno has quality films attached to as to work with them on it. Magic 8 Ball at the moment
Quality films.
doesn't have anybody attached. What's a really weird one that already has? Okay, so like Hot Wheels is being done with Warner Brothers. Barney's being done with A24. Is it going to be a horror?
We can only hope.
Please tell me Barney is going to be a horror.
Weird velociraptor noise of you.
Oh no. That really reeks of like those Winnie the Pooh and Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yeah, that's what that reeks of.
Oh. Completely changing tack here. Moving into the theatre world.
Ooh.
Sydney Theatre Company's 2026 season has been announced, and guess what is headlining it?
Don't know.
Whispering Jack, the John Farnham musical.
Oh. Is that original, or has John Farnham always had a musical?
Yep.
Oh.
It's an original musical.
There you go.
Auditions are currently underway.
Huh. That's going to be interesting.
There you go.
Yeah, that's.
I don't. Jukebox musicals, I find cringe.
Yeah, that's why I was hesitating to say anything, because I don't really like them as a concept.
I don't, but it will make a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah, it will.
You know, all the boomers will go and see it, because it'll be right up their alley.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Sydney Theatre Company production. It's not going to be like a multi-city, like, unless it's, you know, wildly successful like Dorian Gray was. I don't see it being something that will tour the world.
Farnham said he was looking forward to seeing this chapter of his life on the stage. Musicals have always held a very special place in my heart as it's where I met my wife, Jill.
Whispering Jack and Jill. Stupid.
That was really bad. Okay. We've got Sam Worthington coming to perform in Doubt a Parable. But the Iliad. Okay. I'll withhold judgment on Whispering Jack. Maybe they've got a good idea for it. Who knows?
Which one is the Iliad? That's I'm getting mixed up between that and the Odyssey.
It's Homer.
Yeah.
It is one of the oldest extant works of literature still widely read by modern audiences. As with the Odyssey, the poem is divided into 24 books. It contains 15,693 lines, blah, 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 set towards the end of the Trojan War, the 10-year siege of the city of Troy by a
Okay, so it's like the Troy, Fall of Troy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because Iliad is that's where I heard that joke. Oh, hang on. Iliad meaning. So the Iliad means, so Ilion was another name for Troy, and then ad, the suffix ad is a poem or story. So it's like poem of Ilion, or as it should be known, Troy story.
It's so stupid. Oh my god, that's so bad. I can't believe I didn't think of it. It's so bad.
I had to get you back with one.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's film is still in production, I believe.
Oh yeah,
it's one of those multi-year films.
Yes. I remember hearing that was his next project, The Odyssey. Yes, it is slated for July.
It is expected to open, in July next
2026. Huh. What a cast, too.
Oh, it's absolutely star-studded.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of built a reputation now that he can... He just gets...
Like, all these people will be in it no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, I will play an Ottoman if I get to be in it.
Yep. Which, look, I know that some people have started to turn on his reputation a little bit and be like, oh, he's just like, you know, the popular, you know, every typical white 20-year-old loves him. But I've got to say, he's a pretty intelligent and incredible filmmaker.
I'm not disputing that, but also I am appreciating the humor that you are a white 20-something-year-old dude.
I am a white 20-something-year-old dude.
Preaching the gospel of Nolan.
Look, he is a great filmmaker, though.
Yeah, there's no disputing that.
It's going to be interesting to see this. I feel like it's very different to what he's done before.
Mm.
Previously. I mean, like Oppenheimer was very different to anything that he'd done before.
Yeah.
So this ought to be interesting.
Well, it's just interesting that all of these people have been announced and only 2 actors have character names attached to them.
Very secretive. I
Mm.
believe that was the case about Tenet too. When he was working on that, they were very very, very secretive about it. I believe we didn't even know the name of Tenet until not long before when
There
the
was like a
marketing
teaser
campaign
trailer.
began, basically, yeah.
Well, there's set photos and people in costume.
I mean, yeah. The Odyssey is not going to follow that same thing because, like, the premise is a known story. Apparently, they shot some of the film in Western Sahara.
Yeah, there was a controversy about this, I believe.
Yeah.
And they were talking about there was something about the disruption of the ecosystem.
Yeah. There's also controversy about it because Western Sahara is largely under occupation. So kind of
Yes, I think that was it.
yeah, whitewashing the whole crisis going on there.
Yeah.
Imagine getting to go to that. Filming took place from February to August 2025 throughout various regions worldwide, including Morocco, Greece, Italy, Scotland, Iceland, and Western Sahara. Imagine getting to just go on a holiday like that to make. Honestly, at this point, he could make whatever he wanted. And Warner Brothers would probably give him the money to do it.
Probably. I doubt it would be a holiday. I have no doubt that the man is incredibly hardworking.
Oh, 100%. But like,
and I imagine it would be like spreading yourself like a little bit of butter over too much bread, like going between different sets and having all your different unit directors and whatnot.
budget of $250 million.
It's wild.
And it's said to be the first blockbuster to be shot entirely using 70mm IMAX film cameras.
That's going to be insane.
Yeah. He's an ambitious man.
Imagine the detail captured in that. You know, see every pore on people's faces.
Realize that Matt Damon is getting old. We'll see the wrinkles.
Matt Damon.
How old is he? 54.
It's so wild that, you know, aging happens to us all, but it's just like I never thought of him as that much older than myself, but and you know, he isn't. He's only, you know, just over a decade older than me. But it's just weird to hear that number.
Make Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. 53. There you go. They're all aging.
But such a cast: Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Zendaya, Lupita Nyong'o, Robert Pattinson, Charlize Theron, John Bernthal, John Leguizamo, Elliot Page. It's Mia Goth. Huge cast.
Yeah, very big cast. Interestingly, not quite as much of a focus on his frequent collaborators this time. Christopher Nolan usually has like his collection.
He's got Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway's there, as is Elliot Page and Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not seeing a lot of names from previous productions. Was Lupita
I think
Nyong'o
because you've got
in one
such a
of?
big story. I don't know. But I
I
think because
just
you've got such a massive story and a massive amount of characters, he had to, like, you know, move beyond the troop, as it were.
Yeah.
It's like, who's the other one that uses all the same actors in everything he does? Mike Flanagan. He always has the same troop of actors that he uses in every, like, Hill House, Bly Manor, and all of his movies. And I believe he's in production on a new version of Carrie. Like the Stephen King movie.
One of my favorite
novel.
Stephen King movies. Also not one of my favorite musicals.
Did you ever see the Sydney production?
No.
It was decent.
I've always just thought the musical in general was a bit shit.
Fair enough.
I do
did
think
you ever listen to...
there's some very interesting moments musically, but I don't rate any of the songs particularly well, except for The World According to Chris.
Because it got heavily reworked when they did the revival of it in the 2010s.
Yeah.
Because it was notoriously a massive flop when it first opened in the 80s. Because it was done as this weird minimalist production with, like, a flat set that opened up as, like, a giant staircase. It was all very Jesus Christ Superstars original production, but it was just not the correct direction it should have taken.
That's the second time this
considering
week
the source material.
I've talked about a weird Stephen King adaptation story. The other one was The Lawnmower Man. So this week I watched The Lawnmower Man.
What did you think?
What a trash movie.
Oh yeah, it's not great.
It was really, really, really bad. But
I remember being really scared by it as a little kid when it first came out.
Well, the interesting thing that I found out about it while Googling it to be like, who's responsible for this monstrosity, was that it was actually originally marketed as the adaptation of the 1975 short story by Stephen King. But they have completely different stories. And apparently they started developing it as an adaptation, but it struggled to expand the original story into a feature film. So they just went totally off the rails, wrote their own story, which has like no resemblance to the Stephen King original. And then they still used Stephen King's name in like marketing. And so they actually got sued by Stephen King.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Because they're like, yeah, apparently he won damages for them using his name. And then they also like used his name in the title of the home video release or something. So that then he got more damages.
Well, it had a sequel as well.
I've just seen that. Lawnmower Man 2 Beyond Cyberspace. What the fuck?
And to be completely honest, I've never actually read the original short story, so I actually don't know where the wild differing came from, but I'm assuming it's to do with the weird virtual reality storyline.
Yeah, so the original 1975 short story is like more worshipping ancient gods and satyrs and stuff like that. Like it's pan worshipping and it's very fantastical and mythological.
Right.
So yeah, this went way off the rails. Like nothing like the source material, which is such a wild thing to do. Just oh yeah, we're gonna make an adaptation of a Stephen King story. Oh, I
The
got
film
bored.
used an original screenplay entitled Cyber God, borrowing only the title of the short story.
He just got bored and made his own thing and called it The Lawnmower Man. Such a bad movie. You can watch it on SBS On Demand if you're curious.
It is a trash fire, but like in that delightful 90s way.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't particularly like the
It was in an era.
I don't like the representation of intellectual disability in it.
No.
That felt very in poor taste.
Oh, very.
But the
Plus, it's a little bit, I don't know, eugenics.
yeah,
is that the right word? Like
it is.
trying to
It is
cure
very eugenics. Yeah,
mental.
and then can we talk about the bit where they do like weird 90s animation cyber sex? And then he he lobotomizes her.
It's the weirdest friggin' movie in the world.
I hate it when I accidentally lobotomize my hookup while we're having PS1 graphics cyber sex.
But where I take her to an advanced multi-million-dollar research facility and strap her into a virtual reality machine
so that
on
we
a
can have sex.
gyroscope.
So that we can have sex by intertwining our bodies in PS1 graphics land. So
hot.
Honestly,
that's hot.
It's the terrible 3D animation that makes that movie the dumpster fire that it is as well.
Thing was, it was groundbreaking at the time.
I know. But it's almost aged like a fine wine because now not only is it a dumpster fire of a movie, but all of those scenes are just so funny because they're so shit.
I wonder if This Aged Great has ever done a video on it. Have you heard of This Aged Great?
Vaguely, yes.
It's a podcast series where it's this comedian talking about a movie that's aged terribly to his friend, and his friend just like is laughing himself stupid throughout all of the observations that he makes. It's so good. I was watching a whole bunch of his videos this week, including the Weekend at Bernie's one.
Yes, Weekend at Bernie's.
And Carousel the musical.
Carousel
which
the
really
musical
has aged terribly.
Yes.
It's a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical.
Yeah, I'm aware. Are we talking about like the actual original Rodgers and Hammerstein, or is there like an adaptation that they're referring to?
Well, there was a movie that they're referring to, the movie of it. But it's a concept that just would not fly today.
No.
And I can't see them mounting any new productions of it because it would not work.
No.
It's for those unfamiliar, it is a musical set in I don't know what decade, but like early to mid 20th century Maine, and it very much romanticizes domestic violence.
Yes. You're a queer one, Julie Jordan. Oh my god. Aged like a good wooden roller coaster.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
Mm-hmm.
Not wooden roller coaster related, but I hear lots of people saying, "Oh, they need to get an RMC Raptor for Dreamworld," and I think that would be a terrible decision.
Okay, you've been on an RMC Raptor. I have not
I
yet.
have.
I'm hoping I can finally break that duck.
That duck?
Yeah, the duck. It's a cricket term. Duck
Right.
means
Okay.
0.
Okay. With you. Yes. Yes. I know what it means in a cricket context, but I did not put 2 and 2 together. I was like, what about a duck?
Yes, breaking a
What
duck
are you
is
doing to a duck?
breaking a duck is a cricket term for getting off of 0.
Yes, it's getting off 0. Yes.
Sometime next year,
Without the
hopefully.
context there.
I'm just gonna kill a duck. I'm just gonna. I'm really pissed off that I haven't been on a raptor yet. So at some point next year, I'm gonna murder a duck. I'm gonna kill him. Donald, watch yourself.
Donald, help!
Donald's gonna be the one that needs help this time.
Oh, it's payback time, Donald. But yes, I
Hopefully,
think it
I'll
would be a
ride one next
terrible
year.
idea and a terrible fit for Dreamworld.
Okay. Specific reasons why?
I think they've got terrible throughput.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the trains themselves are the most uncomfortable trains outside of trains meant for little kids.
I have not heard good things about them.
The way that your feet and knees get positioned while you're on that thing is not natural. It's yeah. Yeah, it's not a good time in that regard. The ride itself is great, but it's very short and it has terrible throughput. And I just don't see it being the people eater that Dreamworld needs.
Yeah. I don't particularly I don't know how I feel about the concept of them. Even for I've heard it mentioned for Gumbaya World as well, and I don't. I'm like I'm not a huge fan of the idea, to be honest. I mean, Gumbaya World, they don't need a people eater so much, but I
They
still
just
don't
need something
think.
a bit more sprawling.
Yeah, I'd rather if Gumbaya World was going to get a big coaster, I'd rather they went with like a like your family scale gravity group or a family scale GCI. Like get a wooden coaster.
Yeah, totally. It's a good climate for it. They're not right near the water.
Yeah. They could do some fun stuff with that, I think.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great fit. I'm not sure if a wooden coaster would be the right fit for Dreamworld either, even though I'd love it and it would fit thematically, but just the humidity of the Gold Coast and the way that Leviathan has aged so far in the couple of years it's been open. I just don't know if a wooden coaster would be the right fit for Dreamworld.
Hindsight's 2020.
Even though I'd love one.
Hindsight's 2020, and I would say I think look, Leviathan's on the spit. It's got salty air blowing across it 24/7. They also went with the gravity group instead of GCI, which is, if you're expecting roughness and aging to be a problem, probably a less good choice of manufacturer.
But they also have Titan Topper Track, don't they? Like, I just don't know why they skipped.
Titan Track is GCI.
Is it?
No, yeah. Wait, Titan Track is. Which way around is it? Yeah, no, Titan Track is GCI.
Okay.
Yeah, so. But Gravity Group has Gravity Group has pre-cut track. So it's actually
Maybe
not
that's what I'm
Steel.
thinking of.
It's not Steel. It's they're doing essentially what Intamin were doing 20 years ago.
Right.
But yeah. So look, I love the Gravity Group, but the choice to go with them in an environment where wear and roughness is going to become an issue is not a great one.
Yeah.
I would definitely have gone with GCI. But hindsight's 2020. What can you do?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well, I think we've chatted a lot of shit tonight. We've threatened the lives of ducks.
We've given our fashion police report.
Kieran, where can the lovely listeners find you?
You can find me at Ejector Bear Time on YouTube, where you can see my roller coaster adventures. You can also see my non-roller coaster related adventures at Ejector Bear Time Sidetracked. Get it? There's a pun there. You can also find me at ejectorbeartime.bsky.social on Blue Sky.
Lovely.
How about yourself?
You can find me at Maloney's Coasters on YouTube for all of my autistic ramblings about roller coasters. You can find me at Maloney's Coasters Off-Ride Footage on YouTube for, funnily enough, off-ride footage of roller coasters that you can use in your own projects. Yes. And
delightful.
Yes, make sure you come back next week when hopefully we should finally have this guest on the podcast. I'm chasing him. We'll get him. Like I will get that duck.
Quack. Quack. Quack.
Join us next week for another bunch.
An absolute bunch.
Of total bear.
What a bunch. What a bunch. What a bunch. Quack. Quack.